Hey, Eva. Hey, sis. It's no future in love and a married man. If I can't see you when I want, I'll have to see you when I can. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Hey, Jazz. So deeply in love with you. When you have a wife and 2 little children depending on you too. Am I wrong to hunger for the gentleness of your touch? Hey, Kai. You have someone else at home who needs you just as much. Am I wrong to give love to a married man? And am I wrong for trying to hold on? Hey, Shanika. All right, y'all. That's enough of that. She was jamming. Millie Jackson, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. And that's our topic for tonight. There's a story that goes with this, but first let me say thanks for joining me. And also, I do not own the rights to this music, although Warner Brothers told me it don't matter if I say that, but whatever. Anyway, so what I say is for entertainment purposes only. And so tonight I was asked to talk about this, and I have to set it up for you. So the side piece, she feels guilty about him wanting to leave his wife for her. So here it goes. Now, the side piece should have been his wife all along. They were a couple. Everything was going great. They were the perfect couple for 2 years. But what she didn't know was he was a big drug dealer. He had some legit businesses, so she thought nothing of the money that they spent or the life they were leading. She is a nurse, and things were good. She made good money. He made good money. Things were good. They were planning a wedding, and life was a fairy tale for her. Then one night, she woke up to the police kicking in the door and taking him into custody. And everything from there was downhill. He was being arrested not only for the drugs, but for the murder. And also for the murder also. And that is when the truth came out about his life. And he was wrong for that. But he was trying to get out of the drug game. And he thought by the time they were getting to be married, he was trying to set them up to be legit. Hey, Larry. So, like I said, she didn't know. Oh, Jazz says, oh, snap. So she didn't know anything about the drugs. So, hey, Lynn, by the time he was sentenced, she found out she was pregnant. He swore to her, hey, Renee, he didn't do the murder, but he was there in the room when it happened. When some of the stuff went down, he was in the room, okay? And he was going to jail for 50 years, a long time. So he told her to move on, go on. She should move on, raise the baby, maybe find her somebody else because he may not be back. He had managed to stash some money away and left her and the baby well taken care of. Now, after a few years, she met someone, a doctor. They fell in love, got married. She still loved the baby's father, and she told him about the new guy, and he told her, go ahead, make a life for yourself and the baby. So, fast forward 5 years, he gets a new trial. Come to find out that the guy died from a heart attack, and they couldn't prove that the beatdown caused his death. So, murder was taken off the table. And they also couldn't prove that all the drugs that were in the room were his. So they blamed everything. That was the dead guy stuff. They didn't know, blah, blah, blah. He gets out of jail. Long story short, he gets out of jail. But she is married. He doesn't want to break up her home, so he moves on. They both still love each other. They got it in a few times. For a minute, they kicked it, okay? But for the most part, she was in love with her husband, and she was in love with the other guy, but she was in her marriage wholeheartedly, okay? And when he picked up her daughter, she would just wave from the door. She wouldn't even go out there and talk to him because she wasn't trying to do that. She wasn't trying to be all in that like that. So now he's out. He's back working. Teach me the game, Ghost. So he threw himself into his work. He still has his businesses. He had put them in somebody else's name that had no connection to him, because he always would say about his business, he would say, I'm not doing all of this to foolishly lose it, because he knew with drug life, the money is a here today, gone tomorrow game. So he always protected his legitimate businesses. And for a little Detroit drug dealer, he was making good money, but he was stacking it and putting it away like a businessman, okay? So about 2 years later, after that, he met someone and got married. Now, he really didn't love her, but she was nice and she treated him good. So he tried to make a life with her, and everybody is going about their lives and life is good. So now, 2 years later after that, the doctor asks her for a divorce. He's just tired of being married. Although she suspected he may have been cheating, she couldn't prove it, but, things just wasn't adding up around, like they used to, okay? He was changing up, doing things a little bit different, and she just kind of figured he was doing something else. So they get a divorce. So she pulls herself together, gets used to being single, goes to work, goes back to school, gets a better degree, and she did not run back to the baby daddy. But after a while, baby daddy starts coming around, okay, checking on her, seeing if she's okay, and she likes it. Then he says he'll leave his wife for her, and she says no. But after a while, they fall into bed together, and they are back in love, but he's still married. But it doesn't feel like he's married, because he spends all his time that he can. He doesn't stay the night, okay? But he spends as much time as he can at her house. He pays all her bills. He makes sure all the maintenance on her house is done. It's like he's her man. And she doesn't want to be a homewrecker, but she wants her family to finally be together. So that is the question. And she really wants input. Actually, they both do. Should she let him leave his wife to be with them? She wants her fairy tale. He was always supposed to be with her. And before you say he not going to leave his wife, he has the papers already drawn up. I know him too. He asked me to make her be with him because he too wants to be with his family. I can't say that. I can't tell him that. I can't tell her that. And I'm not going to. But they want input. And they are not on here now, but they do go back and listen and see. So they do want input. He too wants to be with his family, talking about it so they can see how other people feel. They want y'all to talk about it so they can see how other people feel about their situations. This is what he said to me. I want to wake up with the mother of my only child. I want to do some TV shit. I want where we wake up and cuddle in the bed and read the paper on a Sunday morning with the dog, where me and my daughter make nasty breakfast together for her mother for Mother's Day. He wants to take family vacations, and he wants another baby with the love of his life. And when he was in jail, he put those things out of his mind. But now these things are within reach. So all that being said, what do y'all think she should do or they should do? Break up a marriage? No, she should not feel bad. And I don't think she should either. Jazzy says happiness is key. So, all that being said, she doesn't want to break up a marriage, okay? A marriage will be broken up, but he doesn't love her. He's just going through the motions, and she knows he's not 100% in. So doesn't his wife deserve someone that wants her the way she wants them? Or should he stay with her out of an obligation? Now, if it was me in the unloved wife's position, I would not want that. You know when somebody loves you or when somebody is not into you, and it is not a good feeling. So Linda says marriage is already doomed. I believe that. I believe that too. Kaisha says it's a loveless marriage ended. But now this wife, they don't have kids together. Let me say that. He only has the one daughter with the side piece. And she said I could call her a side piece because Jazzy says apparently she's not breaking anything up. He wants to be happy. Right. But the wife didn't do anything. She's an innocent in this. Maybe he should not have married her, but he can't go back now. And I understand why he would move on. The baby mother seemed like she was happy in her situation with the guy. And I commend him for not coming out trying to break them up. You know, he didn't do that. She didn't do that. Like I said, they did get it in for a minute, you know, but you can't blame them. You know, you cannot blame them in that situation. I understand that. But what it's a hard situation. I do believe that they're going to be together. I do believe that, now, don't get me wrong, he told me that, you know, he would pay old girl to go away, and not saying that money is everything. She has a good job as well, but he said he would give her decent alimony. So maybe that's some consolation, but it's going to look really weird that you break up with her and then not 5 minutes later, you're going to end up back with your baby mother. That's going to make her feel like you was already there anyway. You know, Kaisha says the wife deserves someone that loves her deeply, and it's not him. Leaving her is actually doing her a favor. I think so too. Like I said, if it was me and I was the unloved wife, I would not want somebody to stay with me because they felt like they are obligated. Jazzy says heartbreak happens, but it's a part of learning a lesson. He should explain to his wife the real. Be a man and be honest. And honestly, he said he was going to tell her if he felt she could handle it. And that's hard. If somebody came to me, my husband came to me and said, you know, I don't love you. I love my baby's mother. You know, maybe he don't have to say it like that. Maybe he could be as gentle, do it as gently and as kindly as he possibly can. But it's gonna hurt. I don't know her. I've never met his wife. I may have met her, but I don't know her enough to gauge the situation as to how I think she would feel. But the one time that I did meet her in passing, she looked like she was happy, but that was a couple of years ago. So I don't know. I think they should. I'm not telling them they should. I'm saying if it was me, I wouldn't want to be an unloved wife in that situation. And on the other end, if I was the side piece, baby mama, whatever, and I always, Kaisha says she, the wife, probably already knows. I don't know. If I was the side piece, baby mother, I would kind of want to be with him. I mean, I want to be with him. We never did get to finish what we started. Situation happened and we got pulled apart, and like I said, he thought he was gonna do 50 years. Kaisha says I will tell the wife for a small fee. I don't think so. Kaisha, I don't think they need you to do that. Okay. You know, she thought, they thought he was going to do 50 years. And I commend him for telling her to move on with her life, because he didn't know that he was going to get out. Okay. And he should have told her from the beginning. He should have told the baby mama from the beginning what he was doing. But again, he thought he could get out of that and get them set up, and that was going to be the end of it. He really was trying to get out of the game, and he just got caught up before he could. Luckily, he got off on the technicality, and he didn't do the time that he was supposed to do, and now he has that opportunity. So that being said, you know, you miss one opportunity. I think you should go ahead and do what you want to do in life. Like Jazzy says, happiness is the key. Don't sit there wanting, and that's for everybody. It's not necessarily for this situation, but don't sit there wanting something, not letting somebody know how you feel, not doing something that you feel you should do, but you missed the opportunity. As long as you're living and physically capable, you have not missed an opportunity. Okay. So, happiness is the key. So I don't know. Like I said, they both wanted some insight as to how people feel. Jazzy says exactly, Auntie. They both wanted to know how some other people felt about this, and they will probably drop some comments. What I will do is when they decide, I will do a follow-up and let you guys know what they decide, because he wants me to talk to her. I don't think I should do that, but she truly does feel guilty. She does feel guilty. She feels like she's breaking up a home, and I understand that. And it's not like they're just doing it because they can. She's with him because she loves him. She feels like he should have been hers all along, and she feels like they can be happy together. And she's happy with what they have right now. He's the one that wants to leave the wife. Kaisha says, love prevails, go to her. He's the one that wants to leave. He has the papers already drawn up. Okay. And I think after they listen to this, I think he will be serving his wife with those divorce papers. Jazzy says, to be honest, if your heart speaks to you, listen to it. True love is hard to find. That is so true. Like I said, I'll let y'all know what they decide to do, but I do think that they are going to, he is going to divorce his wife. You know, these are my friends, and I hope they do what makes them happy more than anything. Okay, so they were happy when they bought copies of my book and practice on some of the things that was in my book, okay, which is A Ain't Always for Apple, and it's available on Amazon, okay, for just $10. It's an erotic adult alphabet book intended to help those adults, not children, adults that struggle with reading, get their read on. Does it? Jazzy says, me too, for the happiness. And Kaisha says, does he have a cute brother? No, he does not have any brothers. Okay. Anyway, my book is available on Amazon. All right. So, okay, share my live, please. I would appreciate it. And just like I appreciate you guys being here. So thank you. And make sure you guys are staying safe. The CDC has lifted the mask mandate for fully vaccinated people. But we all know those that have not been vaccinated will not be wearing a mask. Will not be wearing a mask. So please, what about a handsome sister? No. Okay. Y'all know those who have not been vaccinated will still be out here without their mask. So you still need to keep up your safety measures to protect yourself. So wear a mask, wash hands, still social distance. You got to do what's best for you. You have to protect you you know, so stay safe, and that is it. Thanks again for being here. See you next time. Wear a mask either way. Exactly, Jazz. Wear a mask either way, because you need to protect you. All right. So again, thanks for being here. See you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye for now.